Well, welcome back to Return to Yehovah. I want to share something that I saw about last week sometime that just kind of struck me. Not a huge thing, but I thought I'd share it and see if it resonates with anybody else. I took my son and one of his friends to see a movie at the theater. And of course, they show all the coming attractions or previews, and there was one for a movie about Godzilla. Now, I don't know if you're around my age, we used to watch those Japanese-made movies where there'd be a guy dressed up in a rubber suit was Godzilla. I think some of it was a little, was more models than rubber suit, but he'd go stepping on what was clearly a scale model of a little town or whatever, and anyhow, but it grew into not just this giant dinosaur, stomping on Tokyo or whatever, but there was other creatures that he had to fight against, and I just remember some of those from when I was a kid, but they've remade Godzilla movies a couple times, and anyhow, they've got this latest one. I don't know what they call it other than Godzilla, but now there's, 2 or 3 or 4 different bad guys, I guess you'd say, that are these other huge monsters that are threatening the world, or at least Tokyo or whatever. And they're, now the preview is only like a minute long or whatever, but it shows a giant moth and something else, and then one of them was like a 3-headed dragon with wings and all kinds of stuff. And so they go and wake up this Godzilla as if he and the humans are going to fight against this this group of evil or monsters or whatever. So yeah, I just wasn't really looking at it with any interest at all. Kind of outgrown all that stuff. But at one point, every once in a while they try to get a catchphrase or a statement that will resonate with people or stick in your mind or something. I didn't write it down, but I'm pretty sure I got it in my head. So if I have it off by a little bit, just, bear with me. It said something like, there will be one, or there can be only one to rule them all, or there will be one to rule them all. And when they said that, it caught my attention, and I got goosebumps all over, and I'm like, oh, and if you're a believer out there, you know what I mean about the goosebumps. When the Spirit of God makes you notice something, or bring something to your attention or whatever, not that God is for Godzilla or the movies or any of that stuff, but of course I immediately thought of when Yeshua returns, he's going to be literally the King of Kings and the Lord of all lords. So he will be the one that will rule over the kings of the earth. Now I think a lot of them are going to be probably killed in the end times battles, but whatever ones survive, or if new kings are appointed, I don't know how that's all going to play out, but I just thought that was interesting. So just a little something to share. But there will be one king who will rule over all the rest and all the earth. And in his case, he's going to rule in righteousness. No corruption, no evil, no starting wars that have no business being started, no unfair taxing of the people, just perfect righteousness. We don't have any idea what that even is like, other than it's like a dream for all of us. And I mean anybody in the world, even people that don't know about Yeshua or don't care about him, have got to wish for a day when someone that is, ruling has ultimate power, but he's doing everything in righteousness, and like I say, the earth has not seen that, at least not in the last 2,000 years. and more, I'm sure. So anyhow, that's where that's just my little blurb from going to the movies, seeing a preview about a pretend giant monster fighting other pretend giant monsters, and one statement reminds me of the King of Kings. I mean, I'm sure it would probably resonate with other people too, but yeah, that was significant when I heard that. So anyhow, that's all I wanted to share for now. Yehovah bless you and keep you. Shalom.